What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Altars. Folks, I am confidently can tell you now that this is the end of this episode. As you can see here, or the series, as you can see here, I loaded back to day 65 in order for me to have enough time to make decisions based on what I wanted to do. Uh, of course, I forgot to record day 65, so you're gonna see day 66 right away. Uh, this is totally gonna be ASMR because I have no commentary. I was just trying to figure out stuff and write stuff on the back and think about like the problems and how to make all of that in 8 days, which was a lot. So yeah, go ahead and enjoy it. That's the end of this episode. The next series, or this is the end of this series. The next series we will start is Black Myth Wukong. I'm really excited for that. If you guys want to see other series, like, subscribe, comment down below of what the series is that you want to see. And yeah, I appreciate your support, everyone. Have a great one, folks.
Wow. This location looks like some kind of root system. I'm getting some quite extraordinary readings from there. Amazing. I've got a sort of trunk-like structure growing upward. Upward, you say? Yes. I think I know how we could use that information. definitely something unusual here. Like a giant horizontal branch reaching somewhere. Good. Let me analyze the data properly. I think I'm starting to see something here. I know what you mean. They seem connected. Come back to the base and we'll talk more. Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet.
So, what do you make of the data we collected?
Interesting. Very interesting. The three fragments of the integral apparently form a single structure.
Right. Yeah, it almost looked like it could be part of a gigantic tree of some sort.
A huge vertical framework on a proximity plane. It could be our way up.
A way up? How do you mean? For what?
Reaching the barrier and destroying it.
But I don't understand. It's not even there, physically.
And that is exactly the issue we will have to solve. What would you say if I told you we should look for a way to materialize that structure?
A way to materialize the integral? Knowing you, I'm pretty sure you already have one.
Of course I don't. It's not that simple, Jan. But I do have an initial plan. Based on all the data we've collected so far, I think I came up with a way to disintegrate this barrier. Fragmentize the prism entanglement. But it can't be done from down here. You're going to have to reach for the sky, and that structure seems to be the best way to get there.
But is that even possible? To make it physically accessible?
What if I told you Professor Frankov believed it was possible?
Really? Tell me more.
You see, Frankov devised a theoretical experiment in which he proved that if an electromagnetic field was powerful enough, it could pull a proximity plane closer to us. The force field would have to be extremely strong and the object no larger than a grain of sand. But according to his calculations, it could physically materialize.
Well, we're gonna need more than a grain of sand.
Don't forget, we have something that Frankov didn't. Rubidium.
Oh. That's bold.
Bold
Dangerous.
and necessary.
So you really think you can do it?
I know it sounds impossible, but if we pull this off, there's so much more to gain than just our survival.
A scientific breakthrough.
And we can play a leading role in it.
What do you want me to do?
The fragmenting device I told you about, I've drawn up a raw design for you to start building it. And I'll set to work on reconstructing Frankov's theory and finding a way to materialize that structure for us. It is possible. I simply know it.
now? I'm done here. Should I do this now? I'm done here. Should I do this now?
What the?
A custom, normally electric. Well,
No time for that.
any progress with finding...
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
is plotting behind my back.
All right, I'm ready. Let's get this party started. It's not looking good down here. The base is under extreme pressure. We have a short circuit in the research lab, and I will need to contain it. unstable. But your battery might actually profit from that anomaly. Prism anomaly. I need to press on. There. Come on! Not more anomalies! The device, quick! Yes! I made it. Here goes. Get the hell out of there! It's going to disintegrate! You need to get down now! No other way down. About a close shave. Okay. Let's see how things are going back at the crib.
Welcome back. We did quite well, don't you think?
Should I resolve this?
Okay, team, we made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land.
I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible.
But it's not over yet. There's two things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Maxwell, we decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship.
All right? And what about the other thing?
Okay, here comes problem number 2. I learned some disturbing things about Maxwell's experiments, and I'm not sure we can trust him to stick to his word and keep you safe from harm. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the Rapidium on board. Ally Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety.
Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed. Are you willing to confront a military unit?
I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this. Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We could use that to our advantage.
Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. That's the procedure, and they will have to follow it.
So, maybe we could hide inside the base and ambush them once they get in.
Haven't you been listening? They'll be armed, and we could be outnumbered. No. If we really feel up to a violent confrontation, we should be prepared for extreme measures. Such as, we could blow up the base with the rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare.
It's brutal, but it's either them or us. We shouldn't hold back, not now.
Of course, we could look for a non-violent option, one that would spare their lives.
What are you talking about?
We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them, like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it, devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you. A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee you'll have an opportunity to do that.
Okay, I get it. But we have to decide on something.
If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision. The success of the mission.
No. Your safety is what matters most to me.
Okay. Whatever you decide, right now we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another. What then?
We'd need to take control of that ship somehow.
Which will probably mean we'll have to craft an autopilot device, connect it to the onboard computer, and override the coordinates of our destination.
We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board.
I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation?
Yeah, I did. And I figured we should sneak you in with our most precious cargo. Rapidium.
A Rapidium arc with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
That's it. We need to create a fake Rapidium arc.
A Trojan horse Rapidium arc.
Yeah, I like it. That's settled. Do we have everything?
Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship, steer it wherever we want. What next, Jan? You really thought this through?
You
said you'd get us to safety. buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. You can be put on trial. Are you sure you want to do this? Suffer the consequences if they catch you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we're not going to be able to brainstorm everything out, right? Some things are just out of our control.
Well. Look who's gained a new outlook on reality.
Let's just do what we do best. I'll activate the beacon, and then we get to work.
Yes, no time to waste.
You come alive one day. They'll make you step inside to make you pay. So don't get stuck in pride, my love, when you'll be watching me from far above. As long as they come, hold your bones to break. Come only when the day come, you can sail away, my child, my dear, my child, my love, my love. Take you far away, my king. They'll take you places you lost in thought, my ear, wrapped in finest cloth and finest silk. As long as they come, hold your bones to break. Come only when the day come, you can sail away, my child, my dear, my child.
scan done here. Should I do this now? Jan, would you mind checking our food supply?
Lucas, it's good to hear from you.
Jan, did you manage to get rid of that barrier?
Yeah, the ship's gonna be here anytime now. Have you thought about helping me out?
Yes. And... I'm sorry, but I can't do it. I can't turn on Maxwell like that.
Are you sure?
Yes. I don't think we should ever talk again.
Lucas. Lucas! Shit. This gas is, surprisingly potent. I can see that you're angry.
Observant as usual.
What normally helps you calm down?
Normally, huh? There's a grove near my lab. When I need to blow off some steam, I go for a walk.
Stretching your legs is a good way to boost efficiency. I wonder if walking around the base would do the trick for you.
It just might. Good to see you look at it this way.
Time to get comfortable in the sarcophagus. Yes, it's a shame we're leaving. I feel there's more I could have discovered. I know. I wish I could have given you more of my time. No, you don't. You were the best man for this mission, remember? So you did what you had to do. That's all that matters, right? Yeah. Right. See you on the other side, Jan.
Jan, how are preparations? Is everything ready?
I'm ready.
And your altars? Are they well hidden?
Can I be sure you'll keep your part of the deal? I've talked to Lucas about your experiments. He got all sweaty. You haven't told me everything, have you?
No escaping my mistakes, it seems. Yes, I admit, unfortunate things happened. Very unfortunate. And I regret them deeply. I didn't want anyone to suffer. But it happened. I can't turn back the clock. All I can do, all we can do, is make sure this tragedy doesn't go to waste. We're so close to changing everything for the better. You can't let me down now.
You? What about my altars?
Your altars? I know you've grown close, but you need to think rationally. You know you can't give them a normal life on Earth. You'll never be able to do that. What you can do is make their existence really matter. Not just for you personally, but for a much bigger purpose. That's something we can only do together, you and me. Please, just think about it. Don't let emotions get the better of you.
No. I can't agree with that. They're thinking, feeling individuals, not byproducts we can reutilize.
Is that what you thought when you were creating them? Or is it just something you want to believe so you can feel better about yourself? Deep down, you know what's the most reasonable thing to do, and safest for you.
For me?
Yes. You are aware that if we don't follow this through as planned, I will have to disclose everything to the corporation?
What? No, why?
Because it would be the truth. About you. Using my knowledge against my intentions, taking advantage of my trust to break the law and do something inexplicable for purely selfish reasons. You'd spend a lifetime in jail, be stigmatized by society, and as for your altars, well, like I said, they have no future anyway.
I guess that's a lot to think about.
Of course. I understand it would be hard for you to let go of your altars, after all you've been through together. But you need to remember one thing. Whatever promises you made to them, remember, Jan, they are merely quantum simulations of your mind, draped in mortal human flesh. You owe them nothing. So I advise you to think this through very carefully. One false move, and you can destroy everything you've struggled for. Or you can come back safely and live your life as you want, a free man. All you need to do is simply smuggle your altars on board the ship as you were told to, and nothing else. Don't overthink it. Do the right thing.
So, this is it. Thanks for saving my life, and being a home for me, for us.
Jan Dolski? This is the Allied Corp Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolski. And we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
What can I tell you? I'm running on empty.
No wonder, buddy. It's a miracle you're still alive. Operating that base, getting it to the other side of the planet, collecting rupidium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
It wasn't so hard, really. Once you find yourself in a fix like that, you just have to do your best. I'm sure anybody would have managed.
Well, I beg to differ. What you did was exceptional. You better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beaten. Get that gritty ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup on that CB unit. All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied Corp assets. Okay, let's get that rupidium loaded first.
On it, sir. Scanning for contamination. Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier. And the bioscanner readings.
Contamination?
I don't know. Organic traces.
Dolski, did you have a cat that climbed into a rupidium arc or anything?
Cat? Not that I know of.
Well, we got something in here. Any explanation you can give me?
Sorry, but no idea.
Seriously? The readings show that there's signs of life inside this crate. And it's considerably heavier than the other ones. We can't just ignore it. You might be a hero, Dolski, but you need to cooperate.
I told you. I have nothing to declare.
Sir, sun's gonna rise any minute now.
Fine. We can't waste any more time on this. Get those arcs on board. All of them. Corporal, get back to the ship and escort Mr. Dolski to our premium suite for special cases. Sorry, Dolski, but we gotta keep an eye on you until we clear this matter. Now let's go get that base sorted.
How did I end up here? Was this path just a random sequence of events? Now I know that there's always another way. I made my choices. Wherever I go, they will be a part of me.
Well, I couldn't hold my eyes blank. Really excited. are protesting against the inaction of the government, but also the Big Six corporations, which, despite public subsidies, have done nothing to solve the global food and water problem. Agatha Wilson, member of the board at Ally Corp, has condemned the violence and denied any responsibility for the attacks. Despite the ongoing fiasco of Ally Corp's space mining mission program, Ms. Wilson has expressed her confidence that finding rupidium and bringing it to Earth is only a matter of time. Meanwhile, Dr. Terrence Maxwell, who recently left Ally Corp to start his own company overseas, has publicly spoken out about his former employers, calling them incompetent and counter-progressive.
Humanity has always looked to the outside world for solutions to its problems. We call ourselves Homo sapiens, a wise species. But have we reached our limits? What if the wise human could evolve into an inerrant one?
The interview received mixed reactions within the scientific community. We'll be talking about all those controversies to our experts shortly after the break.
Hello?
Jan, are you ready? Your driver should be there any minute.
You didn't have to send a driver for me. I know how to get to the airport.
Come on, you know you need to keep a low profile. Maxwell was very specific about it when he let you travel back to your place. You're gonna have much more freedom once you get back to us.
Yeah, I know. Low profile.
You didn't contact anybody, did you?
Who would I contact?
Fine. So, did you manage to pack all the things you wanted from your apartment?
Yeah. Not so many of them, it seems.
Okay then. Now, just so you know, your new passport is ready. Remember to use that one, okay?
Isn't that a bit much? I mean, I'm not a wanted criminal.
It's Maxwell's request. He wants to be on the safe side. That's why he got you a private charter. They're never too meticulous about those. But officially, you're a dead man, right? Ally Corp can never find out that your spacecraft made it back to Earth with rupidium.
Is Maxwell planning to pretend forever that he doesn't have it?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask him about his plans. He can't wait for you to get back.
Yeah, he just wants me where he can control me.
Who can blame him? His new project is everything to him. Maybe they're not making progress as fast as he wished for, but once they get their hands on more rupidium, Maxwell's new partners are planning to expand their space mining operations in the course of next year. You really should ask Maxwell in person about the details, though.
Fine. I'll talk to him.
I'm sure Lucas will want to fill you in on a lot of things, too. He's settling in at the new office Maxwell prepared for him. Do you want me to set up a meeting between the two of you?
Yeah, first thing. It'll be nice to see him.
Good. He'll be glad. Just got a message from your driver. He's waiting downstairs. You'd better get going, Jan. Get out of that old cramped apartment and embrace your new, exciting life. You ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
All right, and that's pretty much it. Thank you everyone for sticking with me, and I really do appreciate the support for this episode. If you like it, like, comment, subscribe down below. Next episode I'm gonna start is gonna be the Black Myth Wukong, so look for that very shortly, and I'll see you all next time. Have a great one, everyone.